Balenciagas on my feet, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
I got these pointers, neck and wrist, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
I'm always fresher than the rest, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
Since 96, I'm in this game, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
Balenciagas on my feet, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
I got these pointers, neck and wrist, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
I'm always fresher than the rest, stay in.
Oh boy, fresh.
Since 96, I'm in. Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, aka Mr. Go Get 'Em! And I got a special guest with me. Tell them what your name is.
Megan.
That's it, Megan?
That's
Nothing
my
else?
name.
True, but you know. Megan, you have Instagram?
I do.
You want to let them know what your Instagram is?
Sure, Instagram. I don't really use it, but it's the uninhibited mom.
Okay. Facebook?
It's the same thing.
Uninhibited Mom?
The
Okay.
uninhibited mom.
So, in the world that we currently live in today, there's a lot of conversations that come up, and 9 times out of 10, those conversations are about dating. So, as you guys know, I've been posting on my Facebook time after time after time after time after time about someone coming onto the channel and, well, actually having a conversation. In this situation, it happened in my inbox, and she had quite a bit of, she had a lot to say. The things that she actually had to say took me by surprise. So, this episode is going to be a lot different. We're going to do a reaction to a podcast that I watch, which is called Fresh and Fit. I also have questions for her. But before we even get into that, let's start here. Tell us what you think about modern day dating.
Right now,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't. It's. I've spent a lot of time thinking about it lately, actually, and it's all about swiping, right? You just swipe, and that's pretty much as disposable as it is. Like it's just what I think. Like we just don't value people anymore.
Okay.
Or it's not the same anymore. It's not. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not the same. It's just it sucks.
But there's got to be a reason why it sucks. What is your reason for why dating today sucks?
It's non-committal. It's electronic. Everything's electronic, right? That's how we meet them. So we'll say the conversation that we had was on Facebook, but this case is it too. Is we met through an app, and I don't even know how long ago or which one, right? Couldn't tell you. But we spoke and we texted and whatever, but never met, and that's how it is. Like and maybe that's just because that's today. And I guess it's the same process as what dating was face to face as I'm talking about it. But you just don't ever get to that point because it's just electronic.
Correct, because 9 times out of 10, people aren't really there to meet. They're there for attention.
Right.
A lot of
Lots
people
of
are
it.
seeking attention.
Right.
Okay.
And it's the best place to get it online, right? I just have to spend 5 minutes swiping, and if I swipe right long enough, someone's gonna message me.
So the crazy part is, it's been an easy 5-6 years since we had our very first conversation.
Probably there's a lot of people and it's like that. It's hard.
And I mean, it's perfect because you're going to be a perfect test subject for just this, which means you've actually taken the time, hopefully, to date, meet people, go through things, and form your opinion about just what the conversation is going to be about tonight. So, you gotta be honest. No bullshit.
Okay.
Okay, no lies, no holding back. I don't.
I won't.
Okay. So, we're gonna start off with it is called Fresh and Fit.
Okay, y'all
so-
agree what you want to do?
It's a podcast that I watch. You guys will actually see it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen while I do it. You guys will also have the sound and we're gonna react to it.
You got it. Okay. Hashtag roommates. Y'all agree with Tokyo Vanity on dating people within your financial lane? Okay.
Oh Lord, look at that thing
So
here.
here we go. So she says, Tokyo Vanity, quote, before y'all drag me, yes, date for love and all that too, but don't let no one use you. Don't use no one also. Love will only satisfy you for so long. Love don't pay bills. If the person you with never can do for you or do the things you do, like to do without you always paying for it, problems will emerge. Okay, fantastic English. Stop making people feel bad for wanting to be with someone evenly yoked, and that's for men and women. And then we have a tweet here. We're going to read the tweet as well.
Yeah.
Involved?
Can we normalize dating people within your budget? Stop getting mad because a person want to date a person with the same financial freedom as them. No one wants a one-sided relationship. Women with money still want to feel taken care of. Men with money still like gifts too. And then she continues on here and says, like, who wants to feel like a sugar daddy or sugar mama? Who wants to?
Okay, what is your thought process on that?
It's hard. I say I think that somebody needs to make the equal amount, right? At minimum. But if I make a little bit more or they make a little bit more, it's not a make or break thing. You know, but I look at things differently when it comes to money, and I look at how money is spent, and I do that because I'm a single mom, right? So I look at things differently when it comes to money than they're looking at.
Okay, so I got a question. If you're in a relationship and you're with a man and the man makes less money than you, do you respect him? Yes or no?
I mean, are we talking about like he doesn't work or he just works at 7-Eleven? Or he just makes like $10,000 less?
He makes a significant amount of money less than you do, so you're carrying the weight. Do you respect that man?
Is he at home cooking and
No,
cleaning?
it's yes or no.
It depends.
It doesn't depend.
Nope, not as much as I would as if he was making the same or more.
Okay. Now, you're dating someone that makes the exact same amount of money as you. Do you respect that man?
Yeah.
Number 3.
Uh-huh.
You're with a man that makes significantly more money than you do. Do you respect that man?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want you to see how easy that yes came. I understand that everybody says they want to be in a relationship where it's 50-50, but guess what? In order for it to be 50-50, it's going to be exactly what she tried to do. There has to be other things involved in there. You have to be doing other things that makes your 50% more than 50%. And that's dating. That's reality. Women as a whole will quickly say, I need to be equal to a man. But the moment that it truly is equal, he needs to do more in order to receive respect. So, in that, is it truly equal?
No, it's not. But again, it's that thing. Like, are they making less money than me and they're still not taking care of their children? If they have children, are they not taking care of things? I mean, that's part of it too.
Okay, now, I love to hear, oh, does he cook? Does he clean? So, are men more masculine or feminine? Actually, let me rephrase
Now?
this. Should a man be more masculine or feminine?
So, the person in the role of the man, because are we just talking about traditional?
As a whole, should a man be more masculine or feminine?
More masculine.
All right.
Whomever
Now,
is in that role.
there should be no whoever, because can a woman be masculine?
Well, if you're a same-sex relationship, there has to be a masculine. and
So
feminine.
we're not gonna go same-sex relationship,
in
but
male
even in
and
a
female.
same-sex relationship, there's still one person that's masculine, there's still one
Correct.
person that's feminine,
Yeah.
which is why you have butch and
Right.
same thing in a men's relationship. It's the exact same thing. So regardless, there's always a masculine one and a non-masculine person. Now,
The man.
characteristics and traits that you were born with, are men more masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Okay, are women more masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
All right. So in saying that and in asking that question, a man making significantly less money or 50-50, but also coming home, cooking, cleaning, and taking care of kids? Is that in his natural abilities? Is that what he should be doing?
No.
Is that masculine traits?
No.
So how could you ever ask a man to not be a man?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't be with some. I mean, I personally wouldn't be with that person.
Thank you. Are women asking men to do this though?
I mean, a lot of them do.
Thank you. Okay. The reason that I ask these questions is because it just proves a point. Is dating bad, or is the fact that we keep trying to push role reversal? We're trying to make men more feminine when we are naturally masculine. We're trying to put men in a women's role, and women are 100% acting out in a man's role. So let's put it like this. Let's kind of break this down just a little bit. Let's say Beyonce and Jay-Z, because everyone always goes relationship goals. Who's the masculine one? Who's the feminine one?
I think Beyonce is the masculine.
You think? 100%?
Pretty much.
Not even close.
You don't think?
Not even close. It's clear. Have you ever looked at their pictures?
Not masculine, but she's okay. Not masculine. He's the masculine one, but she's the one that you look to in that relationship. She's the focal point.
According to who? Correct. Only according to women, right?
Probably.
Now, as women, and I'm really going to pose this to women 100%, and I'm going to ask you this question. Why didn't Beyonce leave Jay-Z? You know, she's got songs like To the Left, and all these songs about women being independent and not needing a man, and don't put up with this and don't put up with that, and then she got cheated on. Why didn't she leave him? Why do you think she didn't leave him?
Well, I would assume money. I'm sure it has to do with, I mean, in a situation like that, it has to do with money. Right? Or to win, I guess, to make sure that's a different mentality though. That would be.
To win, what would she win?
Because she gets to keep him or something. It shows the other women that he stayed with me. That's the only thing that I
So
can
that's a
think.
whole nother conversation that I planned on actually having, hopefully with somebody else. But let's be honest. When a woman goes out and you're with your man, what is usually the first thing that you as a woman try to do? You see other women around and they're looking at you guys. What's the first thing you do?
I haven't been in that situation in a long time.
So as a man that has been in very healthy long-term relationships, first thing a woman usually does is wraps their arm around their man, kisses their man, pulls their man close, something that shows this is my man. You're basically showing the other females that you know are paying attention that this is my man. Have you ever think about that? Have you
Yes.
ever? Because women are constantly in competition with women.
Right.
Correct. Boob jobs, ass, makeup, hair, nails. Let's be honest. You guys do that for other women.
Probably.
It's your job to look better than the next woman. The problem is women don't listen to men. That's not what we're looking for, nor is it what we care about. But you guys still do it. So at the end of the day, are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for other women? Are you doing it for men? Ask yourself that question.
So I don't have, I mean,
At this point, I won't reveal your age, but at this point, it's such a habit that you don't even realize why you're doing it anymore.
well, no, because I don't wear makeup all the time. I don't do all that.
But
all the
it's
But I will.
a daily ritual that you practice. Well, maybe not you specifically, but for
time.
women,
Most women.
it's a ritual. They won't leave the house. They won't do this. Why? Because they always have. It's always about the first impression. They have to look their best.
Yeah.
Okay, but who are you looking your best for when you go out to see no one?
I don't know.
It's whether or not other people
Other
see you.
people.
Potentially
Absolutely.
9 times out of 10, other females. It's the
You
turn.
never want to run into somebody Right.
up.
I don't care.
Because it's like, ooh, I might run into this bitch or that bitch, and I'm shitting on this bitch. That's literally what it's for.
We got masks now. Just duck and run. But I haven't done anything fake. I mean, yes, I get my hair colored, but again, that's my age, you know? And I did that from a young age because I looked older and young. Because I had gray hair young. So I've always dyed my hair. So that was for me because I didn't like it, right? That part is for me. But, and same with makeup. Like, I'll wear makeup out, I won't. It doesn't really.
So let's go back to Jay-Z and Beyonce. So, statistically speaking, if I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z is worth $900 million. Double check.
Oh, okay. 'Cause he,
Okay, so Jay-Z's net worth estimated to be $1 billion. Okay? Beyonce's net worth is $355 million. Okay. Now this is the crazy part. Ladies and gentlemen, when you women are running around screaming out, I'm a boss bitch, I'm a boss bitch, I'm Beyonce, boss bitch this, boss bitch that. If you look at your so-called boss bitch females' net worth and then compare that to their counterpart, it is 100% fair to say women date up.
Yeah.
You're not going to date someone average at your level but above you.
Right.
All right. So, if Beyonce is worth $355 million, besides Jay-Z, who is up for her? He's married.
Dr. Dre.
Currently going through a divorce.
There you have it.
And
He not gonna be worth much
just
more
was
afterwards.
told he got to give $3.5 million to his wife every year.
Amazon.
Bezos? Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Yeah. There's not very many people that can go up to. All right. So I say this to the masses. Women outnumber men 11-1. You know that?
Probably. You feel
Ain't no
it.
probably. Women outnumber men 11-1. Now, for anyone making over $70,000, you realize that is the top 5% of the world.
Yeah.
For anyone making 6 figures, that is the top 2% of the world. And anyone making 7 figures is 1% of the world. Now, when we get to billionaires, what percent do you think that is? You can count on your fingers how many billionaires there are in the world. All right. So, again, when we have the conversation of who would Beyonce go to, she's not going to go to anyone. There's nowhere, there is no up for her. The reason I also bring this up is women, as you guys run around through this world, putting your careers first, putting money first, calling yourself boss bitches, and doing all of the things that you're currently doing, you are also putting yourself in the minority of who you can date, which is a very, very, very small number of men. So if you plan on dating up, newsflash, did you realize that 20% of men are sleeping with 90% of women?
Math works that way.
So,
It shouldn't.
okay. So they just actually did a study that shows that men over the age of 21 are having sex at a rate of 20% and below. And women that are 21 or over are having sex at 60%, 67% to be exact.
You mean on date? Well, I don't know.
Just period.
67% of their time?
As in like virgins. Men
Gotcha.
after 21, only 20% are not virgins.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Women after 21, 67% are not virgins. So women are having more sex than men. Now, if only 20% are having sex, you're all sharing the same men.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 2021. That's what everybody's doing.
They're not sharing each other because they have a choice.
Who has a choice? The men?
No. Okay, so let me change this a little bit. Let's say me and you both walk outside of this door right now, and there's 500 men and 500 women outside the door. And you go, I'm horny as fuck, who's gonna fuck me? What's gonna happen?
Hopefully someone will come out.
Someone?
I mean, I know.
Okay. How many men are gonna line up?
Oh.
Okay. And then you're probably gonna have a potential of women as well.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I go outside the door, same 500 men, 500 women, and I go, I'm horny as fuck, I want to fuck, who's going to line up?
The cops.
Thank you. Correct. The police.
Yeah.
No one else.
I mean, you can't. It's not the same. That's because that's what women have become.
It's not that's what women have become. Well, yes. They're going to, a Me Too movement or sexual harassment or I can't believe this weirdo just came and did that shit. But at the end of the day, the point is, I'm not going to be getting pussy. But you're going to get dick the fuck down. So, the reason that I say this is
Possibly.
women don't have to work for sex. How many people hit your DMs? Stop lying.
No, seriously.
So no one hit your DMs
So
at all.
I don't have any dating apps.
I'm not talking about dating apps.
Oh,
Facebook,
nobody
Instagram.
messages.
So no one goes in your inbox and offers anything whatsoever. Oh, I want to fuck you. Oh, you're sexy. It's very hard to believe. That's just, it happens.
I mean, I've had a couple here and there, but I don't.
Okay, so you can't say any and
Okay.
then say I've had a couple.
Okay, so if they're in my other box, I wouldn't know.
It doesn't matter. They're still coming in your inbox.
Okay, so yes.
Thank you. Okay, you know how many women jump in my inbox? Hey, I want to fuck you. How many times you received dick pics in your entire life?
Oh,
Unsolicited dick pics. Okay, you know how many unsolicited pussy pics I've received?
not many.
None. Well, no, I've had like 2 or 3, and
We don't like 'em.
correct. It's not the fact that you like them.
No, I don't want them.
As a woman, to get sex is easy for you.
Right.
If you right now were like, I just want to fuck, you can literally get in your phone and have someone just like that. If I were to do the exact same thing, I have to work for it. At some point, I have to take someone on a date. First, I got to find someone that's actually interested and attracted to me, take them out on a date, my time, my resources, my money, which also took more time because I had to actually earn that money. So men as a whole are putting in double the time, the resources, and all of these different things just to have sex. Which is why I laugh when a woman says this man or that man is out slanging dick and fucking everything, as if we can just say, jump on my dick and they come. It doesn't work like that, ladies. We have to work for every piece of sex that happens. Now, you can change that and switch that over and take it back to the 1%ers, but those are your millionaires in triple figures. Those are your rappers, which is what's crazy. You can go to a show, rapper, football player, basketball player, you guys are throwing pussy at them multiples. He's actually sleeping with multiple women at one time. Which, again, that's why it's easy to understand that 20% of the men are having sex with 90% of the women, because technically you're not even having sex with just one, you're having sex with multiple, and they're okay with it. It's amazing how women will cry about loyalty, fidelity, and don't cheat on me, but when it's a millionaire, athlete, movie star, musician, or whatever, you're okay sharing him as long as you have their time and space.
Not me, but yes.
every woman's gonna always say not me.
No, because I've been with somebody who's cheated.
But
So I won't say.
correct, you've been with someone who's cheated, but I mean that's a whole nother conversation.
But if it was I left my marriage and the one thing that I questioned was, can I afford it on my own? That was the one thing that kept me an extra year.
All right,
So there you go.
so that is huge proponent. Back to Beyonce and Jay-Z. She married up. They have children. In order for her to continue her lifestyle and live the life that she is currently living, that's why she stayed. Also, can you believe that men having sex is the same as us taking a piss, as opposed to you having sex with someone else in an emotional situation?
Yes.
Men can easily have sex and walk away. Now, initially, you find out someone's cheating on you. What are you? Angry.
Yeah.
That is the emotional aspect of what a woman is. Okay? But when you really sit back and you think about it, did he care for that person? Okay. Just gonna be honest, it doesn't matter what man it is in this world, 9 times out of 10, if there's a chance where we don't have to work for pussy, that's why we cheat. It has nothing to do that we want the chick. It has nothing to do that we've been chasing the chick. It has nothing to do with the fact that we're interested in the chick. We have to work for everything. 100%. We've never just been able to go out and grab the chick that we want and literally just fuck. Unless we have money. If you have money or some sort of status nowadays, as you guys call it, clout, then it is beneficial to you because you get to say, oh, this is what I did. It's amazing how, and I've met women like this that will clearly be like, oh, I slept with Ray J last night. So if you can't come with what he has, there's no way I'm messing with you. Although you were his one night stand, you meant nothing to him, and you got nothing out of the situation, but you raised your standards because you slept with a millionaire. So if it's not a millionaire, it's not gonna happen. That's not reality. Would you agree that dating the life of a woman is more so a little bit delusional as opposed to reality?
I don't know.
Let's take this to childhood. As a little girl, your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandfather, you were known as usually a princess, right?
No.
You were never the princess.
I wasn't. I was my dad's. I was never a princess.
Were you daddy's girl?
No, my dad wasn't here. This is not helping your cause, but no, I was not. My little sister, however, was. My little sister was the one that was.
Okay.
For sure, but she had a dad that was in the picture.
Did you grow up playing with dolls? Did you grow up with
My Barbies were hookers.
Did you grow up hearing about Princess, Prince Charming?
Yeah, I mean, you watch it.
And Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, it's all there.
Okay, so let's go and just throw all the Disney characters. Those women were dating up.
Well, I mean, the Beast. No, those women rose those men up. Some of them.
Name one.
Beauty brought the Beast up. Without her, he couldn't be the prince.
Lies. Once he wasn't a prince. When he found Beauty, he became a king.
Whatever. See. But
Okay,
it was. They were the two that had to be together. In order
Okay,
for it
but
to
wasn't
happen.
there a curse put on Beast? In order for Beast to go back to who he was, he first, it basically he had to prove it.
Find her.
Correct. He had to find a wife. Now,
But if she wouldn't have loved him, he wouldn't have changed.
but he was still a prince.
But right.
There was a difference
But
between he was
without
still a prince.
her, he wasn't going to be a king.
Okay, so first and foremost,
So she
Clearly.
stood by his side.
clearly that was the one time that I would say something was clearly written by a woman.
What?
Because it's like, oh, you can't become a king without a prince or a woman, right? Now, let me ask you this:
in Mulan, they couldn't win without Mulan.
can a king be a king without a woman or a queen?
Yeah.
Can a queen be a queen without a king?
No, because she becomes the queen when she marries.
Okay, so how many women in the world today call themselves queens?
Well, there's only one. Right? Isn't there just one? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, but there is only one.
Correct, but we're not gonna talk the literal version of a queen because we know there's only one queen.
Lots of them.
But how many women run around today saying they're a queen?
Yes, queen.
Okay, how do you become a queen if you don't have a king?
Well, I don't know. You have to have a king.
It's impossible. If a queen marries, okay, so let's say a queen walks in this room right now, do I automatically become a king?
Just because she walked in the room?
And marries me. If a queen marries me, do I become a king?
Oh, because there's still there's a son.
Thank you.
That's gotta come up.
Correct.
Actually, grandson, right?
So, a queen could never make a man a king, but a king could make a woman a queen.
Correct.
Funny how that works. Okay, because dating today, plenty of times, do women tell men, you need to join my program, I'm making this money, I'm doing this, meet me at the table, like you're dictating and running shit. But it's already been proven that women date up. So you're saying, come to my table, I'm here, you're here, but you gotta meet me down here.
No, I gotta go to that table.
Oh. Okay, the reason that I say these things is because that's the problem with dating. It's delusional. This is the thing. Women, you guys want 100% equality when it works for your benefit. Just like you want 100% of a traditional man while you are a city girl. Now, if I say, all right, you're my woman, you're going to go pay my bills, take care of me, give me security. If a motherfucker breaks in this house, you better beat his ass and take care of this shit. You better do this, and this, or you're not a man. But not one time will a man go, you better do this, or you're not a woman. We just accept you for who you are.
But that woman you just described, that's not who I am.
We're not talking about you. We're talking general. We're talking the dating world as we know it today. We're talking the Facebook post after the Facebook post after the Facebook post between the ages of 16 now. I just had a friend with a 60-year-old talking about I need a sugar daddy. Like, what do you know about a sugar daddy at 16, right? To 40 and 50-year-old women who think that a man is supposed to stoop to their level, but they also are supposed to think that they're supposed to date.
Maybe, but that's why it's messed up.
Correct, that's exactly why dating is messed up. It's backward, it's delusional. I want a man that makes 6 figures. I want a man that's at least 6 feet tall. I want a man that is going to take care of me and be strong and assertive, but I'm not going to be submissive to him.
So, submissive means so when we didn't talk about, I was thinking about that after we bought the original TikTok that we talked about. So being submissive, I believe that the man, but that's my belief, right? That the man is the man and the woman is the woman, and we left somewhere those roles, and now it's all blurred.
Correct. Unfortunately, women look at submission as if it's a bad thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the actual meaning of submission. The action or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person.
But I would expect my husband, boyfriend, partner to be the dominant one. I don't want to be. I don't want to be the one making decisions. I don't want to be the one in charge.
Correct. So fact that we already said that you would date up, and that at the end of the day, you're not going to date a man that's making less money than you. You're not going to respect a man that makes less money than you and cooks and cleans and does non-masculine things.
I mean, if I wanted to have, so I'll tell you the truth. To me, that's a bitch at home. If he's not working, right? And I say that because I have experience in that with growing up. Like, my stepdad was a stay-at-home dad, you know, and it's ridiculous.
Are they still married?
No.
Correct. She left him.
Oh, she didn't know. He wasn't allowed to come home. He went on vacation one summer and he couldn't come home.
Correct. She left him.
But she kicked him out. It was her home, yeah.
She left him.
Yeah, no, she didn't leave. He left.
Ladies and gentlemen, another statistical fact. Women are the ones responsible for 80% of all divorces. 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. 9 times out of 10, that 80%, the majority of that is also because of financial.
I would believe that. But I don't expect somebody to pay for me. I don't expect that I have a husband or a partner and all of a sudden I get to stop taking care of my responsibilities. I have a home, I have children. You're not responsible for paying for my kids.
I mean, you
my
say
home.
that, but again, first and foremost, if you're dating a man and you're dating up, is that man coming to your house or are you going to his house?
Well, I have children, so he wouldn't be coming to my house for quite some time.
That's beside the point. You and someone else are together. You're now getting married. He makes significantly more and takes care of the majority of the stuff. Do you think that man is coming to your house or are you moving into his house?
No, I would think you move into a house.
Who's going to pay for that though?
Well, I own my home. And I have equity.
Take that out of it. That doesn't mean anything. You're
So-
currently single. Take yourself out of the single role. Let's not answer emotionally. Let's answer with 100% honesty and logic. Are you going to be moving into a home that is his home or a home that he provides for you as a family? Maybe a new home, whatever. He's the
whatever is decided. Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's going to be the lead.
Hey, if I can find someone to move into my house and I don't have to leave it, sweet.
9 times out of 10, it's just never going to happen if you're dating up. You know that.
Well, yeah.
So logically speaking,
You would move to that, yeah.
okay.
But I think, I'll tell you what, I'd go to 1950 and go back to traditional families and it wouldn't faze me one bit.
I don't understand. I mean, I understand 100%. Unfortunately, as women, you guys are emotional beings. Men went away to war. They were left there to their own devices.
Okay, how about a 70s?
Themselves. Okay? Now, what happened was because they were set to their own devices, there was no leadership in the home. Because there were no leadership, they technically had to take on the role of leadership. But being the role of leadership as an emotional being as you are, the first thing that they did is they tried to put themselves in the man's shoes. The moment that you can do somewhat close to what a man does, the first thing you tell yourself is, oh, I can do the same thing that he does. So then it was a war of equality. We want to be equal to men. We want their jobs. We want their money. We want this because we don't know if they're coming back from war or not. Now, in the process of doing that, because it was an emotional thing, there was no actual thought process of what's going to happen to our children, what's going to happen to our grandchildren, what's going to happen to our great-great-grandchildren. This is the world that we currently live in. It created inflation because now you have 2 incomes. It created equal opportunity employment because now you have to treat men and women the exact same. That's actually where equal opportunity came from, ladies and gentlemen. It had nothing to do with race. It had nothing to do with sexuality. Not only that, it also created sexual harassment. Why? Because women then got to find out what men go through on a daily basis when we go to work. The conversations we have, the things that we do, the way that we act. And then unfortunately, a lot of women are attractive. And since women are attractive, and men are naturally drawn to women they got hit on. Now, there are some that do it in a professional manner, and there are some that do it in a non-professional manner, but it created sexual harassment. At the end of the day, that put children in daycare, which now you took single parent households, and you put other people in charge of your children, which is currently the life that we live today, because two parents in the home is 100% nearly impossible. Everything has quadrupled in price, which is another thing where, again, women want equality, but they also want to be taken care of. But what they don't do is use the logical aspect of, I can't put everything on you, because guess what? Regardless of how much money you make, it takes $10,036 a year for one child. So when you add multiple children, plus 2 adults, a house payment, a car payment, insurance for both of those, health insurance, correct, 2 cars, and all of those things, think about the burden that you're now putting on a man, which women don't think about. Why? Because in your life, you've never had to deal with that. You grew up with Barbies and Aladdin, Jasmine, Sleeping Beauty, the 7 Dwarfs.
No, I grew up watching Brad, Thrasher.
We're taking you out of this. You're not in this
I know,
conversation.
sorry.
We're talking general.
I'm so
The
not
general
the good,
population. Okay?
I'm so not the good one.
We take the general population and the things that they do and the things that they grew up with. Just like at 18, you as a woman get to go to a club. How much does it cost for you to get into the club?
It's free because I've got the boobs.
Okay, how much do you pay for your drinks?
That's why I get my drinks first. I always pay for my drinks because if you bought me a drink, I could talk to you.
Okay, do regular women act like that though?
Probably not. My friends got lots of free drinks.
So, women, you guys get to go to the club and you get in for free. Especially since the majority of you guys go in packs, so you all get in for free. You also get free drinks because men are buying you drinks all night. Which goes back to the fact that men have had to work for every single thing that we get.
God, I made it easy for him when I was younger. I bought my own drinks.
Let a man take you, let a man go out on a date with you, and then he tries to make you pay. What's the first thought process?
Oh, I'll pay. But that's it.
Will you see him again?
Oh, hell no.
Loss of respect. Women will
Not
lose
respect.
all respect for you if you do not pay for a date.
Do not even ask me to pay. Because I will pay for that one too.
Now let me ask you this. Since man has to do all this, right?
Oh, also pay for your Uber.
We got a call to set up the date. We have to be the ones to take the initiative to plan the date. We also have to pay for the date, right?
Do you think we don't pay for dates? Do you think we don't pay for dates?
You know how few women pay for dates?
We get our, hold on.
And clearly,
Hold
just
on.
as you said, if you do pay for a date, you're not going to see him
No,
again.
no, no. I'm going to buy an outfit. If I really like the guy, right? I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a new outfit.
Do men do the same thing?
I don't know.
Yes.
But I'm going to have to pay for a babysitter. Okay, not anymore because they're old enough. But
Okay.
before, babysitter, right? Get your
Okay,
hair
so
done,
so
get your
you're
nails-
talking
so
about
we-
dating as a single mother. Take the single mother aspect out of that.
Okay, so all that stuff still, well then, because you don't have kids, then you gotta add the purse and the shoes and the...
Women are not going out buying purses for dates. That's
I'm just saying.
That's-
Like, we spend money to get ready for the date too. I don't have a problem
okay.
paying for half.
Cool. So let's throw this out there. Okay? Great. I'm glad that you did all that. You know why? Do we have to take out our time?
I want to take it out my time.
Correct. So that's even.
Right.
We're paying for the date. 9 times out of 10.
Well, yeah.
Okay. We had to go to work.
What did you ask?
We had to go to work to earn that money. So, average cost of a date, let's say even $100. That's at least 3-4 hours of work. That's a half a shift on a shitty job. If he's like got a great job, then 2 hours. Okay. maybe an hour if he's got a great
I
job.
don't know.
Okay? But then he's gonna go buy an outfit because we all know for sure. He's gonna go get a haircut because let him show up with a fucked up hairline and an unshaven beard.
Oh, no, I'm at the barbershop.
Okay.
I see you.
Okay? He's gotta wash his car because even though nowadays women will tell you it's weird if you go pick them up for a date, but you're still gonna see his car because number one thing, women, you guys, we know this already. We know this about you as women. You guys are gonna sit in your car outside and wait for him to pull up just because you want to know what kind of car you have. Your pocket watch. You stop putting yourself in the situation.
They're fucking up my life. See?
And dating is bad.
It is.
Okay, now we're doing this is up to six things here compared to.
We gotta try on a lot of outfits too.
Okay, and that's you guys' own retarded mistakes. Okay, I'm sorry,
You're
but
getting that. You're
I have
getting it for 4 hours.
I have daughters, and I'm sitting here, and it's like, why are you? You've tried on all of these clothes, and you're still putting on what you originally grabbed in the first place.
Always.
That
But you had to make
is
sure.
emotional thinking at its finest. Okay, that is emotional thinking at its finest. Again, you give a woman a life where she has to deal 100% with her own devices. You guys can't make the correct decision. It's impossible because you're taking pictures, you're sending it to your girlfriends. You need to know what shoes you should wear, what pants you should wear, what top you should wear. Women travel in packs and get dressed in packs for a reason because someone else needs to make a decision for you, which is the number one reason and burden of proof that women need to be led. Yet, women today want to be 100% masculine and push their goals and lifestyle on a man that they can't even lead on their own.
Anyone is welcome to start making the decisions.
So here's the crazy part. You say these women are messing up your dating world. I will agree with that 100% because as a man, we adapt to women. As a man, since the very beginning of time, we have been adapting to the world as it is today. We created wheels, fire, homes, the current industry, electricity, all this. We created this world. In creation of this world, you guys have had the pleasure of just living in it and having the easy street. And honestly, up until your great-grandmothers messed it up, you didn't even have to work. Now you have to work for it, and guess what? You guys are complaining about it. This world has been here, according to them, millions of years. Take it back to biblical times, men have been working our asses off, and we are yet to complain about it. Why are you? Actually, we don't. No. Well, the some that you would call complainers are masculine men such as myself that are like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
What are you complaining about? And guess what? We're called sexist, misogynist. We're called all these different names. Just like you can see a man and be like, I'm not dating you because you're not 6 foot. Whereas I can see a woman and say, I'm not dating you because you're fat. What am I? You
But
can
I'm
say,
an asshole too. Right?
no, not according to society. You
According to my friends, I'd be
you
an asshole.
you get the pleasure of choosing these perfect men. As long as this man, you get whatever you want. Go in the candy store, get all the candy you want, no charge.
That's not true.
Yeah, it
We
is.
can't get any man we want.
You can't get them, but in your heads, in your minds, you all say the exact over 6 feet, make 6 figures. You guys can dictate this and try to put that out there in the world. And guess what? If you get anything less, oh, don't worry, girl, you'll get what you deserve.
I think you have the person that I don't know. I don't have to have someone that's making 6 figures. Just I want to support you, and you shouldn't have to support me financially. Like a relationship shouldn't start that way. If later on down the road y'all have a conversation,
That's not.
and you decide.
I mean, you say that, but again, women date up. So what you're saying defeats the purpose of dating up.
But I'm saying you don't have to. Well, I mean, you would have to have close to 6 figures, yeah, I suppose. But you don't have to. I
Yeah.
shouldn't make more.
100% of women are chasing the 5% of men, and you guys wonder why you're single.
But I have learned. Okay, so here's some things. There are some things. Yes, 6 foot that used to be a thing, right? For me, I'll say it was, and it was because, and it was stupid stuff, right? Shoes. Like, how am I going to wear high heels if I'm taller than somebody? But I learned that that doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't matter. But I'm beyond the point of superficialness.
I mean, you're also
Old.
so. I'm gonna prove another point. Ladies, a lot of you guys are running around in life right now talking about you're working on yourselves, or you're raising your kids, or you're not making enough money, and all of these different things. You're wasting the best years of your lives. Those are the years where you're beautiful, you have energy, you can really go out and travel and be social and live the life that you're supposed to and be a actual wife. Because guess what? Whether we like it or not, the goal of this entire life is for us to be married. But you're wasting your best years. By the time you're 32, 33, 34, the best years of your life are gone. Also, being able to have children has now significantly dropped where you can do it in a healthy manner. So you took the best years of your life to chase something that at the end of the day is not going to mean anything, because by the time you get to your 30s, you're already mentally in a place where, oh, I need to get married, oh, I need to have kids, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. And because your life has been easy street your entire life, what you actually think is that just because you say it, automatically it's now just going to come to you. Because men, prior to that, while you were younger, they were chasing you. You weren't interested because you were doing this and that. You thought the exact same thing was going to happen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's living proof. You get older, your body changes, you get softer, your ass isn't as fat, your titties aren't as perky, your skin isn't the same, your hair starts to thin, whether you like it or not. And guess what? Men aren't beating your door down to be in a relationship with you, because there's a couple of underlying factors there. One, you have women turning 18 and 21 and 25 every single day. Women outnumber men 11-1. At the end of the day, men get the pick of the litter, whether you like it or not. If Beyonce were to leave Jay-Z, it's going to be harder for her to find another Jay-Z. But if Jay-Z left Beyonce, he could easily find and create another Beyonce. Why? One, men don't date up. We date what we like. Two, we go for beauty and youth. Three, let's say 11-1, 6 of those women are actually going to be beautiful. They may offer absolutely nothing. And we're not dictating how much money they need to make, because we don't care, because we make money. A man that is actually up on his shit and lives life as he's supposed to and has worked his ass off to become an actual boss in life, in his career, in his life, in every aspect, whether he has kids or don't have children, which true bosses also take care of their children. Guess what, ladies? I have the pick of the litter. And I can be very picky and choosy. Not only that, because let's say I am that man, well, as men, we all love sex. Women are coming and throwing it at me left and right. Not because of anything other than the fact that 1, I'm masculine, 2, I'm attractive, 3, I have money. stability, strength, all of the things that women look for. So guess what? I don't have to settle. As a woman, you win when someone asks you to marry you, when they wife you, when they choose to take care of you and yours. Men win when we get loyalty, because that's what we marry, ladies and gentlemen. We don't marry your BBL. We don't marry your big tits. We don't marry anything other than the fact that you're loyal. Men are very easy. We want loyalty above all. And we show our loyalty as men by protecting you, taking care of you, providing for you, and being your strength. You show loyalty to a man by actually being the true word of loyal. See, this is what women don't understand, because you guys always want to talk about men and cheating. Guess what? Men and cheating aren't the same as men and cheating or women and cheating. You can go out and have sex like that. Not I, ladies and gentlemen, not I. Yeah, because I'm a higher quality man, more women may come at me, but guess what? We don't put ourselves in those positions. Last time I checked, I wasn't on Instagram with my ass hanging out. I wasn't on Instagram doing anything that was like, hey, come get me. But that's what you guys do as women. Your sexuality is your tool. Sexuality is not a tool for men. So when a man cheats, if a man cheats, it doesn't mean anything anyway, because he is providing for you. The true way of a man cheating is if you found out that he is out taking care of another woman and another family. Which is why 9 times out of 10, you as women, when a man cheats on you, you still take him back. Emotionally, you're hurt, but you get over it just like that, because you realize he takes care of me. He actually loves me. He just fucked her. That's why your grandmothers used to say, let a man be a man. Why do men flip out when women cheat? Oh, you've been in the DMs with him. You've been meeting him. You've created an emotional attachment to him. You're looking at him for security. You're looking at him as a potential mate. You're looking at him as something more than what I am, not a supplement. So there's a huge difference, which is why the whole cheating thing, and why in society it is given and heralded the way it is differently between men and women. That is why.
But why women cheat is different too.
Correct. Why do women cheat?
Because the man's not doing what he needs to.
Which goes to the same thing that I've been preaching for a long time.
That's probably why men cheat too, because the woman's not providing at
No,
all.
usually that's actually not. Usually, I've cheated once, and I can tell you why. And the craziest part about it is, when I did cheat, the cheating... So I don't like getting head. Sucking my dick is not going to get me off. That's all it was. And it didn't even last 2-3 minutes. Because it was like, I'm like not into this. I'm really not attracted to you. It was just the fact that you said you want to do it. So I was like, cool, do it. But this is the thing. It wasn't really working with you sucking my dick, so I knew I wasn't going to fuck you. But it was thrown at me. Very rarely does that happen, which is why I say, when it does happen, 9 times out of 10, men are going to take it, because it doesn't happen. As a woman...
I just know women cheat because there's emotional support lacking.
Again, when a woman loses respect for you, when a woman finds someone that she feels... You guys date opportunistic. If I make $100,000 and you got $1 million man coming at you, you're stepping up.
Well, yeah.
Period. You're stepping up.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure if that's what your interest is, you're not going to look back.
Correct. You guys date opportunistically.
Yes and no.
No, there's 100% yeah. It's yes. It doesn't. when a woman is with a man, and that man, he could be a great man, but you see the exact same thing in another man that makes more money, to you that equates to more security. And guess what? That is actually something that dates all the way back to like prehistoric times, which is how quickly you guys get over relationships. If a king came in and raided that city, township, kingdom, and that king took you, because they were then called sex slaves, you quickly got over that and were willing to make this your husband, because you would become a queen, because he is a stronger, more virile man, which means that you would also have safety and security for your children, more than what the other man could offer.
Maybe, but not always. There are women who cheat less than because that less than gave them attention.
Again, women do everything for attention, and attention only. The hair, the nails. It's attention shit. All that is look at me, look at me, look at me.
But my-
Short dress, short skirt, ass poked out, all this shit. All that's look at me.
Sometimes, but not. But that's generalized.
Take yourself out of it and go with the majority. You can pull out your own Instagram right now. You don't even have to look at mine. Look at your Instagram. And how many women, look at me.
Oh yeah, lots.
Correct. The majority makes the rule, not the minority. Minority is far and few between. The minority are good men that actually provide and do the things that they want to do. Which, we can take that to a whole nother subject too, because the current men that you guys are complaining about were raised by single who? Can a woman teach a man how to be a man?
We can teach them what we expect from a man, but we can't teach them how to be a man.
Okay.
I will say with my son, I have a friend, a male friend that said, Megan, raising a boy is not the same as raising a girl, and a boy needs a father who's gonna put him up against the wall once in a while and tell him who's boss
Correct.
to make him a man. He said, and you can't do that.
That is 100% correct. So if a man grows up with a woman, is his life hard? Do you get him ready for the streets? And not on some thug shit or some gang banging shit or some other shit. I'm talking about for real life. Like my son. He knows he gets in trouble, he's getting his ass beat. The conversation we have is you're gonna work for everything that you get, son. Whether you like it or not, that is real life. Is that the conversations that moms are having with sons? No, because your life is easy street.
My life is easy.
Women's life, we're not talking about you. Women's life is easy street. Since you became cute, teenage years, where again,
It should have been easy street, but it got all.
the majority are easy street. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime example. So this is what happens to when women, you guys ask for communication from men, right? This is what happens in a this is exactly what happens when men talk to women. You guys answer emotionally. We ask you logical questions, but it's emotional, and you make everything about you when we're not even having a conversation about you. We're not talking about you at all. So when you wonder why there are so many arguments between you and the man, first and foremost, you're not paying attention to the man or even really listening. It is very hard to have a conversation with someone that you know at the end of the day, you're not listening to me. You're just ready to respond. Does your response make sense? 9 times out of 10, no. Because the first thing he's gonna say is, I feel, or not me. Because if I ask her 100 questions, she's going to be the exception to everything. Well, I don't do that.
No, that's
But
not true.
but
I'll tell you
but
about that.
but no, it's non-stop. But
no, that's not true. If there's something that I did, I'll admit it.
true. But how many times? Okay. So when was your last relationship?
What's a relationship today?
No, you know what the hell if
The last relationship that I had, like
Yeah.
an actual relationship,
actual
was the
relationship.
person after my husband.
Okay,
So
and the
that
person
was
out your husband. Just tell me.
2010,
So
11
tell me,
years ago.
tell me this. What did you do wrong in that relationship?
Dated him.
So you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's always the man's fault. Accountability
Okay,
for
so in this
women
relation-
is
in this-
extremely hard to do. It doesn't matter how
The
big
end of
or
the marriage was my fault.
it,
I will take it. I will take it. The end of the marriage was me, right? I chose that. The other relationship after him, he was an alcoholic. Guy wouldn't work. That was acceptable.
Okay,
to
so
end
the
that
first thing
relationship.
that you would take accountability for is that you chose him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I chose him.
Okay. But
I-
but after you guys were
I
in a relationship,
accepted that until I didn't accept it.
welcome to accountability. See, that's hard to do, but it works.
No, I accepted it because you know why? He stayed at home and he took care of the shit while I worked.
Opportunistic. Women date opportunistically. It's the same thing with you guys wanting something. I want a man to be traditional while I act and live like a city girl. I want to have girls' night out. I want to go drink. I want to party. I want to spend your money, but you have to be a traditional man. I'm not cooking for you. I'm not cleaning for you. I'm not taking care of your kids. You guys call that slavery. No, that is a traditional relationship. You want a traditional man, but you don't want to be a traditional woman. And you will date a non-traditional man if it allows you to step up to a better man. Which in this case, obviously and clearly didn't happen. Which goes back to, again, you guys end up wasting the better years of your life making horrible choices. Which is why 70 years and prior to that, they were arranged marriages. You know why they were arranged marriages? Because men realized a long time ago that if you allow a woman to be in charge, she's gonna make the wrong mistake because you guys choose emotionally. He's cute. He makes good money, but he's not shit as a man. Now, if your father, your brother, your uncle, and your grandfather choose a man, he may not be the most attractive man, but he's going to be a man that actually takes care of you, who's actually going to be there and protect you, takes the burden off of him, which is why men had to ask permission to marry the woman, because we as fathers had to put you with a man that we knew wasn't going to send you back home running, screaming, crying, hurting.
That's actually part of Roe versus Wade. Did you know that? That the father owned the daughter. So when all the women are out there trying to, like, reverse it or whatever craziness that we're doing, because it's, you know, all this, like, people don't read into everything. It's, if we do that, if we reverse that, women now belong to their fathers again. That means we don't have checking accounts. That means we can't pay our own bills. That means we can't do everything.
Oh, so we remove all of your devices.
All of our rights, yeah, that we have.
Well, it's not even rights, because you still actually have rights. The only difference
Not
is,
as many.
we don't allow you to make bad decisions. Your parents don't allow you to make bad decisions. Nowadays, parents don't have that thought process or intuition, because one, this is now third generation of single parents. So as you continue having third generation of single parents, which marriage is no longer the goal anymore, and it's going to continue to get worse before it gets better until we have conversations like this. Guess what, ladies? One of the biggest things that you guys should stop doing is stop trying to tell men what it takes for men to be men when we already know what it takes to be a man. Because guess what? 90% of you that are running around saying, oh, a man needs to be a man, you're raising that man, and you're not even teaching him how to be a man, because you can't. And you don't know what a man is because you yourself have never had one. And the moment someone, such as myself, who I am very alpha, I am very head of household, I am very structured in life when it comes to home, businesses, everything. There are the very submissive women that are in life, which are far and few between. When we have great, amazing relationships. Why? Because one, I take them and put them on cloud 9 and treat them as queens, which is what they're supposed to, but they deserve that. They deserve it because they've worked for it. They've put in the work. They've learned what it takes to be a woman. This whole thing of men and women, oh, we're going to have businesses together, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that, that is not realistic. Because as a man, I go through enough shit in the world. So when I come home, I need peace. Loyalty is the first thing. Peace is the second thing. So when I come home, I don't want to come home and hear about our business or what we need to do. Why? Because you're a woman. And again, you guys are very emotional. So you're going to hyperinflate everything that we go into. When it comes to business matters, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made. If I need you to make a decision right here, right now, I need to think about it. That's the way business works. It needs to be made right now. That's what men do. Those are decisions that we have to make. So when I come home, I don't want to make those decisions. I want my back rubbed, I want to eat good, I want to fuck, and I want to watch sports. I want to relax. That's not what you guys are asking for, which is why these men are not running to you and marrying you. It's not happening because you're not offering what we as men want. You guys are quick to tell us what men want, but you are not listening to us. And when we are very honest with you and tell you exactly what we want, you don't listen. And when you do listen, there still has to be a caveat. Because unfortunately, you guys live in a world that for the most part, again, has been delusional and easy street, and you feel like our world is the exact same world as yours. And it is not. It is nowhere close. You can't even compare the two. Not even this much. Which is why the whole equality thing, relationships are not equal. Because you expect me to do more regardless. Because I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, and I deal with more than you do. While you're sitting at home crying, I'm not allowed to cry. Because the moment that I do cry, again, you start to lose respect for me. Yet again. You want these emotional men, but these are the men that you're dating today, and you're not choosing to keep those men. So stop lying to yourselves. I made a very, very, very open, honest video 3 years ago on my other channel called Let's Be Real. And guess what? Like 400 people have watched it. It was the open, honest truth about dating and the realest thing that you can get from a man. I'm about the most honest person that you will ever meet in various life situations. And guess what? Even when it comes to dating relationships, I'm going to speak my mind. If it's not something you agree with, great. I'll be the first person to tell you I'm not wasting my time with you because I don't need you. It is actually more peaceful for a man to be single. I mean, you're in my home right now, right? What do you hear? Silent, peaceful.
That's what I hear at my house.
Are there kids in this room?
Yeah.
Do you hear them? Have they come out?
Yeah.
I got a puppy sitting right here that knows to shut up. When you have a world where everything, and that's what true men have structure. And when we create structure, structure is what creates peace, silence. If I can't have that exact same structure when I get home, I don't need you. I'm happy. My bills are 110% paid. I have money in the bank. I travel and do what I want to, and I shop and do what I want to. So really think about that. What do I need you for? Companionship.
And that's the ultimate goal. And I don't think we're not meant to be. We're not created to be alone. We're created to be a half of a partnership.
But let's throw that into perspective too. Men, in the comments, tell me when was the last time you got lonely. Women, in the comments, tell me the last time you got lonely. When was the last time you got lonely?
We're lonely all the time.
Women are always lonely.
That's what I was loneliest in a marriage.
Emotional. It's emotional. we don't share those emotions, so we don't get lonely.
Right, because we're emotional beings. So that's why men need women, because you're the logic and we're the emotion.
And that's the crazy part. Why are women the ones running around saying I don't need men when you clearly do? And the ones saying that are the ones that need them the most.
Because they didn't have them in their lives, so they don't know what to do with them. I had a grandpa. Like I had a grandpa who was a man, like who went to war. They weren't married then, but he went to war, came home, worked for his family, brought his family home. You know what? My grandpa is who I look for.
Which she points out a very clear fact. The world we live in was built by men. That home that your single mom that swore she didn't need men in, well, that house was built by men, so she needed men for that. That electricity, that was built by a man. She needed that. The job that she got, 9 times out of 10, were hired by, well, not your grandma, I'm talking about
And we lived in that house with my grandpa.
emotional answer again. It's about her. Women, as a whole, 9 times out of 10 get a job from a, who's your boss, male or female?
Husband and wife. My boss is Adam.
There are roles, whether we like it or not, and those roles aren't equal. So the fact that we're consistently and constantly pushing we need to be equal, take roles out of balance. You guys can continue to listen to Cardi B and City Girls and all these other groups that, if you actually look at them, I don't understand why Cardi B is ever going to be anyone's role model. She's barely holding on to a marriage and a man. And prior to that, she's a proven hoe. Very few men want that. And at the end of the day, she's paid for the body and everything that she has in order to even have the man that she has, which we consistently hear about how he cheats. So does she really have a good man? And can she get one? City girls, buy Birkin this, buy Birkin that. Man's got to take you out. Man's got to spend money on you. Cool. You guys only let men know what we knew in the first place, that you guys try to use the hell out of us. So guess what? We've also reversed the exact same thing. I'm not taking you out on a date. I know it's an opportunistic situation. You just want a free meal. Cool. If you want the free meal, I need that ass. Oh, I'm not giving you this? Why? You try to make me buy everything else?
I know it's on apps now. People put it on their profile, not buying for dinner. But there are women who
Men
just go
are,
on there
at the
and
end
it's
of the
just to do
at the
that.
end of the day, us as men, we're tired of being used. We're tired of the opportunistic things. And guess what? If you want it to be so equal, we're speaking out. You see this podcast. You guys hate Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels is just speaking truth and fact and literally putting you guys on public display. There are so many podcasts. Why are there so many podcasts for men dating women, but there's no podcast for women on how to get men?
When I listen to the books by the men on how to get the man, and it still doesn't work.
Correct,
I listen
because
to Steve Harvey. Watch it.
Steve Harvey's the worst person to listen to.
But I mean,
Why would you listen to a womanizer? That's the same thing as the Jackson dude that just got caught cheating on his wife. Which is actually part of one of my questions. Man, we haven't even got to the questions yet, which is crazy. No, it's actually good. I would much rather have this because this is more of a conversation than me asking you questions, and this went a whole other different route. The question was.
I just want you to know the wife can't make a wife out of a whole song is now currently. So if we could do something.
When you lie, women buy. Do you agree? When you lie, so when men lie, women buy.
What you're saying?
Correct. Men tell you guys sweet little lies and you guys buy into it.
And some of them do.
Do you agree, yes or no?
The average woman, yes.
Thank you. We're not talking about you, because that's exactly what you were fighting. You. Should I answer this or not? Okay, let me stop that. Okay? And that's just it. Women, you guys ask why you guys get lied to so much, because unfortunately you don't allow a man to show you who he is through his actions. The first thing you say is, tell me how you're going to take care. Well, the first thing you do is, okay, so what happened in your last relationship? Okay, did you cheat? Did you do this? Did you do that? Okay. 9 times out of 10, for the most part, we don't care to talk about our past because we really don't care, which is why we don't ask you about yours. But you 21 question us about our kids and our family and our exes, and it's like, why are you worried about them? Again, that's the female competition thing, because you got to make sure you're better than her, and you need a reason to be able to talk shit about her at some point in time. Then you want to, so how do you take, or what do you look for in a woman? I'll never answer that question, because I really want to tell you, it doesn't matter what I'm looking for in a woman. You're going to be just like every other woman and say that you're different from every other woman. But you're going to do everything that all other women do, because unfortunately we are all the same. We all do the same shit. We're not that different. And if I told you this is my favorite color, this is my favorite food, and this is what I'm looking for in a woman, you're just gonna become that, which is not even who you are. Which is why relationships aren't working anyway, because no one's walking into the relationship being real and who they are. They're trying to be what people want them to be. And that doesn't work. Someone should fall in love with you for who you are as a person, your mannerisms.
That's why I don't think it happens online.
It does happen online. We need to stop blaming it on online dating, because it's the same people that's walking around us in life. But unfortunately, when a man walks up to a woman nowadays and says, hey, you're cute, can I get your number? Ew, that's weird. Who are you? Happens all the time. You can't just talk to people. That weirdo came up and just tried to talk to me. That's how I grew up. I had a pen and a paper in my pocket. I had to get your phone number. Couldn't wait to get home to a landline, pick up the fucking phone, hope that you were at home. If you weren't home, I left you a message on your answering machine. You got home, you pressed the button. It said, beep. Hey, this is Bailey. Give me a call back at such and such. You met me at such and such. And then we talked on the phone for hours. And then we planned a date, and we went and actually spent time with each other. And 9 times out of the 10, the date wasn't at a restaurant or a bar. We went somewhere where we could actually just go get to know each other. And we would sit and talk and have fun and do crazy shit.
That's why you get coffee first.
I don't even get coffee. I don't drink coffee. So I'm never agreeing to a coffee.
Well, what do you do on the first time you meet someone?
My best date was at Barnes & Noble's, and we were there for like 6 hours.
See, that's fun. I had a friend tell me, Megan, go to Home Depot with someone. Like, go to the store. Go do normal shit. Like, quit going out.
Quit going out and trying to make him prove. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the battery. Do the most battery. The SD card actually got full. So I had to swap memory cards, plus the battery's about to die, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. What'd you think? The show.
You didn't ask it. You didn't get to your questions.
Right, you thought I was gonna grill the hell out of it.
I didn't know.
You were scared though.
Well, I mean, everybody's nervous when someone's gonna ask you questions.
I mean, what's there to be nervous about? You have regular conversations with plenty of people. What's your job?
My job?
Yeah. What's your occupation?
Business development manager for a landscaping company.
So you talk to a lot of people all the time.
Talk to a lot of trees.
You talk to a lot of people. You don't talk to trees,
I email. Yeah, email.
but you talk to people. What'd you do before that?
What did I do before that?
Yeah.
I was the director of an HOA company.
So you talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you do before that?
Well, I mean, I've been in the HOA industry for years. Before that, I owned my own company.
Okay. So you talk to a lot of people.
I did.
Okay. You're on dating apps for the last how many years?
Well, my son will be 9, so at least 9.
Okay. So
10,
what you're
right?
telling me is at the end of the day, you've talked to a lot of people.
Yeah, I talk to
And
everybody.
this is nothing more than talking to a lot of people. The only difference is this is like a conversation about things that we actually go through. It makes you be honest. The reason I named this show NoCappnAllDrip is because regardless of who comes on here, the one thing that I'm always going to do is I'm going to give you the realest, most honest version of me. And I'm going to be honest. Guess what? I have no problem being honest even if it makes you hate me. The difference is you may end up hating me because I speak the truth and truth hurts. That's the difference. In life, no one wants to talk about the truth, which is why people are hating Capp and Samuels and anything along those lines. You should be hating the Derek Jacksons and the Steve Harveys who are telling you beautiful things, lies to your face, but in real life live a whole totally different life. We attack, it's like Jesus. You kill the messenger of good things, but you love messenger of lies and deceit. Y'all love the men that hate you and avoid the men that will treat you right. We love fat asses and everything, but again, we're sexual beings. We're always gonna go to what is the most beautiful thing. Whether we like it or not in life, we were created to be exactly what we are. In the Bible, Ibrahim, so I speak Hebrew. So Ibrahim was in trouble by Yahweh, the person you guys call God, because while they were getting it in, and he was supposed to put a child in her, he pulled out and came somewhere else. That got him in trouble with God alone. Men can go out and have babies until we die. When is your factory shut down? Okay, so
A couple more years, I would think.
at the end of the day, you guys become high risk pregnancies by 32, 33, 34 for sure.
My son was a high risk pregnancy, so it was because I was 36 when he was born.
Okay.
Oh, so there you go. Can figure out my age.
That's super high risk.
And I was high risk. I would have been high risk anyways because I'm high risk pregnancies. So on top of that, I was.
You guys don't like the truth or the fact of the matter, and it's just Western civilization. In other countries, men still have more than one wife. It's totally condoned. It is biblically, Quran, whatever you believe in, religiously, it is 100% accepted. It's what it's supposed to be. It's in Western civilization that we preach one man and one woman, but you guys don't even read the own Bible that you have where no one had one man and one woman. It goes back to the loyalty thing. Me showing you loyalty is taking care of you, paying your bills, and making sure that you're safe. Safety, security, resources, all of those things that I have to put into taking care of you. Your loyalty to me is literally not giving away the one easiest thing, which is you can do, have sex. Sex isn't easy for me. That's not, even in the eyes of God, I'm not cheating. She would be cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm still doing his will. My job is supposed to go out. Not because I'm just supposed to have more than one life. I'm supposed to make a bunch of fucking babies. She can't even have a bunch of fucking babies.
Well, today's day, I guess I could if I just went down to the bank and grabbed me some. You don't even need men for that anymore. See, that's part of the
You do need
problem,
man,
too.
because if
Well, you
men
need
didn't
the
go
men,
to the
yeah.
bank, if we didn't go to the
But
bank,
I'm
you don't
saying
get it.
They make it so that you don't need a man in the home.
Cool, but how many
Which is
kids
our
can you
fault.
have in a year?
One.
How many can I have?
Thank God. Well, I mean, my son has two brothers that are only 6 months apart, so that was.
So
two
I can
out.
make hella babies and you get to make one.
I mean, you could make 365 times however many times, really.
I mean, I can make 365 babies times like 5 if I wanted to. Just go busting 5 different women every single day. And you know what the crazy part about it is? The more a man does that, the more women want it. Because 9 times out of 10, those women are, oh, you got some great dick. What do y'all do? Oh, I need to find out. Oh, he's got a big ass dick. Literally. Everything you guys complain about is the exact same things you guys rave about. Which is why it doesn't make sense. So the things that you guys say you don't like are exactly the things that you like and that you go for. Which is why dating you is so fucking confusing.
But dating men is confusing.
No, it's not. You don't listen to us.
Yeah, but how many of them are supposed to be listening to you at one time?
This is the thing. When a man...
Okay.
So let's put it this way. Does it mean more for a woman to take time out of her day to talk to a man? Or does it mean more for a man to take time out of his day to talk to a woman? So as they say, when a man wants something, he'll make time for you.
Right.
Correct. So if he's making time for you, it doesn't matter how many other women he's talking to. He's made time for you.
Right, but at what time? At what point? Okay, so that's the thing.
So again, your goal is to get me to marry you, to take care of you, to provide for you, to be your safety and security.
You know what? If at this point in my life, if you want to have 6 wives, fucking have 6 wives. But here's the thing. Just make sure that this is the home that's taken care of too. So you want to take care of those 6 homes? Fabulous. Just make sure you take care of
Oh,
this
well,
one,
not just if me personally, if I was gonna have 6 fucking wives, I'm not gonna have 6 fucking homes. Y'all are gonna get along.
too. Can I pick them?
I mean, that's usually how it works. I mean, I've had threesomes in my life where in my relationship.
So
And
the
she picked
wife
them.
picks the other wives?
So it's mutual. I overall obviously get the decision because I'm the one that's marrying her. But you two have to get along. So it is about meeting each other, which is what's funny because I've watched it multiple times, even in my own family, how a man has multiple baby mamas. He's done them all the exact same way. These women have banded up together. Oh, we hate da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Y'all are best of fucking friends, but guess what? While he was individually fucking you guys, you all hated each other. It doesn't make any sense, but that's just it. Women, you guys are meant to do exactly that. That's when they say it takes a village. It's a village of women.
Right.
Not a village of men. Because we're out hunting and doing everything. So it's like you have to rely on each other. So if you had more than one woman under a roof where all these women are like, I would never do that. Okay. But you go out and you chill with your best friend. Most of the time now, you guys have already had threesomes or fucked the same dude. Why don't you put your resources together? It'd put you in a better position at this point, wouldn't it?
Right. I mean, I have a village, but
But then again, this is what happens when you become an older woman wanting to date and find that security. Okay?
Right.
She's got about probably got another good 5 to 7 years in you before you're pretty much gonna be like, fuck it, because so are men. And then that's where the cats and the dogs come in.
That's when I gotta be the cougar.
Yeah, but younger dudes, you gotta have the body and the money. Forget about that. Cougars got body and the money. So you better either that or you better
So I
have
got 5 years left.
5 to 7 good years. You're isn't it? And
I'm probably the one that would provide the things that y'all are looking for in the 25-year-old.
9 times out of 10, women waste those years either with the wrong dude or thinking that the world is your oyster because it was, and you played your hand out. There are a lot of chicks that I knew when I was younger that were really hot that I look at them now and I almost go, whew, dodge the bullet. Because you're not so hot anymore, like not even close. And I look at you and it's like you haven't become anything and you're still not married. But you're the same ones on Facebook and every other app talking about how good of a woman you are. But you're Well, I'm in my 40s. So you're late 30s, 40s, not you. Late 30s, 40s, and you still have never been married. So if you're that good of a woman, you mean to tell me that many men have walked past you? You really have to start to think about that. There's a difference between a man that puts a baby. Men will put babies in almost anything. A man marrying you means that you are truly the epitome of what loyalty is. And you have showed loyalty. You have showed that you're a good woman. And you have showed that you are someone that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Your goal as women is to secure the ring. That is your goal. Marry me. Put a ring on it. That's not the goal anymore. You got anything you want to throw out there? Anything you want to say? No? Oh, Nash is all.
I mean, I just think that it's not, it's just, think about, okay, so 45, so if I have 5 years, 50, so 5 years, but I don't know if I think I am better now, or I look this, I mean, I don't look the same, obviously, my body's not the same, I've had kids, but there's not a whole lot of 45, 50-year-olds out there who look like they did when they were 26 either.
But this is the crazy part. You realize that the number significantly drops for women getting married after 45? You're talking low double digits, not even like 20%, like lower than that. So as you get older, your number goes down. Crazy part is men, it actually goes up for us. Why? Because as men, as we get older, you guys talking about we mature later in life? Well, guess what? You're damn right. Because the entire time that we're being single, we're making money. We're growing in our business. We're getting better at what we do. So we actually become more attractive in our older age, which then again goes back, that puts us in that 6-figure range easily. So as men, we don't date up, we date down. So yeah, I'll go ahead and find me a 24-year-old chick. Teach her. And the thing about it is you really don't have to teach her a whole lot, because the only thing you got to do is know how to take care of a home and be my peace. Be loyal, take care of a home, and be my peace. And take care of home is my peace. So it's all the exact same thing. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to do everything that you say, because your competition is younger women, and younger women are doing things you won't do. I asked you, would you have a threesome?
Today?
Correct. The fact that you even have to think about it. They're not thinking about it, they're just doing it.
Right. Well, yeah, so was I at 25.
Think about who you were at 25 and how you've changed. If you were that exact same woman, but you had a husband and you were willing and okay to do that, would you have a husband? A happy husband? You said your husband cheated on you, right?
No, he didn't cheat.
Okay, just checking. You didn't say that. I just want to see.
No, he didn't cheat.
That you know of.
No, my husband didn't cheat. He was not born.
That's the crazy part. Women will get rid of men that don't cheat. That is a luxury, ladies. You have a luxury. You can sit here and say all that, but you don't have anything now. You went from the life that women want to the life that no woman wants.
No, I didn't have the marriage that
You may not have had a. That's another thing. Everyone thinks that marriage is supposed to be like a bed of roses.
No, I don't.
You're supposed to have your good times and your bad times and your ups and your downs and all that shit. Now, if he's beating your ass, he's alcoholic, he's not taking care of his fucking kids, by all means, leave him. But you should have known that before you married him, because those are things that already come out.
Which he wasn't that. He was a provider. He worked.
So curiously, why did you leave him?
And he worked.
Oh, because he worked. Oh, well,
All the
ladies,
time.
so he's a major provider.
But no.
And you guys want you guys want us to make all this money, but you think money grows on trees.
He didn't make that much money.
We have to. True.
Here's the thing.
Now,
Work
but
150 hours a week.
what's
and
he working
hours.
now? Or what's he worth now? Or what's he making now?
Like license plates?
And he in prison?
He's in jail. I would assume. I don't know. I don't talk to him.
That's horrible.
But that's probably for child support for his other children.
Well, there's why he was working so fucking much.
No. That was after. Those kids came after me. No, I think you work. I would 100% support. You want to work. You work 60, 70 hours outside of the home, and I am 100% supportive of that.
Most
You want to
men
come
are
home
going
and
to
you
work
want to
more
watch
than that.
108 at night every night, or 107. What channel is it? 106. ESPN. That's what it was. Like you want to do that every night. Do it, and you want me to have dinner ready for you when you get home. 100%. But here's the thing: I want to have sex. You need to provide.
No, he was cheating.
No, he just wasn't. There was other problems. I'm telling you.
That's why he has so many other kids in his jail because of child
No,
support. Because it wasn't
He
working.
only has one other child, and it was after me. But I'm saying, like, he had other issues. Like, there were other issues, and he wasn't willing to take care of them. And so it drives a wedge. So it's the same thing, right? You have to have the same thing. You have to have women. There are women out there who want the same thing. Show me.
They complain if we don't give them enough sex, and they complain if we want too much sex.
My daughter, I got pregnant in September of 2004.
So
We had sex in February of 2005. My daughter was born May 11th, and then we had sex again on Christmas Day of that same year. Is that normal?
he
Would
was
you be
fucking
okay
somebody
with that?
else. He was fucking somebody else. Sorry.
Maybe.
And you say he was working. He wasn't with you. That.
But I could call his work all the time. He was gambling. So I found that out, right? I found that out later. So there were other things.
He had vices.
Mhm.
Okay, and in the gambling world, you put yourself. He was fucking somebody else. I don't care what you say. He's fucking somebody else.
Well, maybe. I don't care. Good for her.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of NoCappnAllDrip, aka No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, aka Mr. Go